Hello. Welcome back to Scorpio X888 with me, Kate Carr. I am so grateful that Little Miss Universe decided to sprinkle you into my sphere, whether you're on audio on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, or if you were on the visual for YouTube. I am just so grateful that you decided to click play on my video and welcome. If you enjoy videos where you're chatting with a gal pal about literally whatever, then sit back, enjoy, welcome. Let's get into it. So this week I decided to mix my content up a little bit. I love watching Two Hot Takes. Basically, it's a YouTube video podcast where they read a bunch of Reddit stories. I don't go on Reddit just on my free time type of deal. But I really got into Two Hot Takes maybe like a year ago, and their videos are just amazing, and just it's so interesting because I read a lot of Am I the A-holes too, so like I watch that, and I've seen other videos here and there of other people doing that, but I love the concept. So this is by no means an original idea, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but no original idea here at all. Also, Carly and Erin, I love their podcasts and they do those, so you know what, it's a great idea. So I decided I wanted to bring this to my video, and we'll see how you guys like it. We'll see what you guys think. Be sure to leave what you're thinking in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the above if you enjoy my content, because by doing that, that spreads the word to other people who are interested in the same type of content that I create and consume. And you know, we can just make this community a nice big community by like, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I'm gonna read a few stories. This is literally, they're just gonna be my opinions. There's no facts in between all of this. I'm just gonna state what I feel, and I wanna know what you guys feel with each of these stories too. Everything is supposed to be meant with love and fun and kindness and all the above, so just keep that vibe going, okay? I had this idea since February 6th because I took all these screenshots one day. I literally just like blindly did it. I just literally put my phone to the side and just started screenshotting and screen recording random stories. So I haven't read any of these before. I haven't read the titles. I'm reading this title for the first time and all of the above. So let's see what these stories are all about. AITI for not acknowledging my in-laws who don't acknowledge me. Ouch, already. AITI for not acknowledging my in-laws who don't acknowledge me. My in-laws are very nice people, but I've noticed it's almost as if they don't fully listen to anything I say. It's almost like they're always just waiting to say what they want to say. I've kind of stopped giving any info. I used to try and share stories about my life just because I felt like I was drowning. And like they never have asked me once about me or stories on how I met their daughter. Literally always met with no response, and then all of them changing the subject to something they are excited about. The last time I was really excited about something. I met my weight loss goal of losing 50 pounds. I was stoked. I went in doing it for myself, so I decided to buy a big chocolate Costco cake as a reward. They saw and asked why the cake. Before I could even answer, my father-in-law said impulse, and I was like, no, I've actually been planning this for a long time, and it's to celebrate my 50 pounds of weight loss. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, multiple brother-in-laws, they all just stared at me, and they continued on what they wanted to. That was the last time I decided I'd share anything I'm excited about them with. They love to tell me what I should do or give me assignments on things, but if I ever recommend a show or a movie, it's met with silent and maybe a head nod to them back to them, or a show that they need me to watch because it's the best. I've gotten used to just doing the same when they talk to me. Now they're concerned with their own weight. They're trying to do it the way I did, but they've never even talked to me about it. Now, because it's something they're struggling with, they talk about it all the time, but it's never a two-sided conversation. They want to praise for losing 10 pounds. I don't give it. My wife asks me why I don't acknowledge them anymore, and I replied with, I just give back what I receive, that I'm never disappointed. I've learned to get things done without needing validation from anyone, to focus on doing things for me. But now I'm second guessing myself. AITI for handling the situation this way. Am I being rude? Is there a better way I handle this? I've been married for 8 years for context. They've always been that way. I didn't stop acknowledging them out of nowhere. I just got tired of the energy I felt I was putting into these relationships not being reciprocated. I don't think he's the asshole necessarily, but I do have some side thoughts that could probably make the situation a little bit more like straightforward, I guess. Like, how well is he communicating this thought? Because Like, it's definitely hard to communicate your feelings, that's for sure. But you know, when it's something, especially like you guys have been married for 8 years, like this should be something that like just needs to be either communicated more, I guess, to your wife, and then she can approach the situation. Or if, I don't know, if he definitely doesn't want to get involved like by himself. So I think him voicing it more to his wife, maybe she doesn't see fully what he's seeing. Clearly kind of she doesn't, but like she also doesn't know if he's not telling, you know? So I do just overall think that he probably should just communicate a little bit more to his wife. But I definitely don't think he's the a-hole, because they just sound like people also, with just the context that I have, not fully judging them, but like that just want to like just be self-centered and just talk about themselves, you know? So like it sucks talking to those kind of people, and I get it. But I guess overall too, they are your literal in-laws, and you guys are being married for 8 years already. So you definitely want to make sure that this whole environment's just like happy peachy as much as you can possibly because you know, you're going to spend the rest of your life with these people. So like you want to make it enjoyable, you know? So that's my feedback. I think I did screenshot a couple comments just to see what other people were thinking. NTA, which is not the a-hole. They seem dismissive of your achievements, advice, and comments. I think you're handling it just right. If they don't put any effort into the relationship, why should you? I agree with that to a point, but like I said, communication. How much communication is to your wife? NTA, yeah, NTA. People can't reasonably expect you to act friendly and interested in them without getting some of the same from them. How does your wife respond to this new behavior from you? Supportive or critical? If supportive, you're good. If not, that's the bigger issue here. I agree with that as well. It depends on, you know, how the wife reacts to. If she's like obviously willing to be like open and listen, then yeah, good. Like they said. NTA, hopefully you're communicating to the full extent of your feelings with your wife. Yes, she should be aware of how you feel interacting with her family. If you don't say anything, that's not good. NTA, this is more of a reflection on them than you. I'm sure if you follow them around, you will find they do this to everyone. They are very shallow with only thoughts of themselves. Don't beat yourself up. You have done nothing wrong. This person went a little deep on these people, but you know, it makes sense, okay? AITA for telling my friend about her sleazy boyfriend. Ooh. So I, female 24, have been living alone for almost 4 years now, and a lot of my friends are back in my hometown. So I decided to try this app where I can meet with other women around me to make friends with, and I came across someone almost 2 months ago who I clicked with instantly. Oh, that's so fun. We got on like a house on fire, and I was so glad I met her. I met her in person about 2 weeks ago, and then just a few days ago, she asked me to join her sister's 21st birthday drinks at a rooftop bar. So I went. The group included her sister, her 2 cousins, her friend, and her boyfriend that she's been with for 4 years. The night started great, and we were all having a good time drinking. After the first bar closed at 1 a.m., we decided to go somewhere else where we drank some more. My friend's boyfriend was always hovering near me. He had his hand on my back at some point outside the second bar. My friend also noticed he constantly had his eyes on me, and she had told me that I'm his usual type, and she said she was feeling a little insecure because she knew her boyfriend would find me pretty, which I told her not to overthink about because I was not a homewrecker. So after the second bar, I was extremely drunk and unable to go home, so she asked me to go back with her to her hotel room. I climbed into bed and started to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, the event from the night before started coming back to me, and I remembered that every time she left the room or used the bathroom, he would touch me, kiss my head, kiss my neck, and at one point, he had his hand under my dress. What the Yeah. I didn't know if I was just hallucinating or dreaming at the time, so I left it till morning when I had a clearer mind. I told her everything in the morning and she was distraught. He denied everything and said I was drunk and misunderstanding everything. Of course. I left them to talk it out, and I let her know that I was there for her if she needed me. When I reached home, I got a long paragraph from her saying she was accusing him of something very serious. Cheating and taking advantage of a drunk woman. She said I would have something as soon as it happened. She said I would have said something as soon as it happened if it had been true. And she said no one had ever accused him of something before, despite her telling me that all her friends and family don't think he's trustworthy. Well, okay. girl, you got too many layers in your eyeballs. I replied to her telling her it was not lying, and I explained everything in detail. I know it really impacted her, so I gave her some space, but today she blocked me on everything. I'm really upset because I felt like I found a real friend after so long. Oh, am I stupid for telling her since she believed him anyway, and am I wrong for getting so drunk I had to stay with them? Oh my god, no. It's so sad on both ends because this girl really, found a good friend. She thought she was having fun and she was having a great night, and she rooftop bar with the girlies and the one boyfriend, fun. But then this one girl has such a layer over her eyes that she doesn't see. Even she said her friends and family don't say he's trustworthy. That's just being brought up in conversation. Clearly that's a little flaggish. Beep, 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 beep. And then it's so sad because the girl doesn't see through to it, and then this girl is losing a friend because she's just trying to be honest with her and not even digging deep into her boyfriend at first. I get being distraught and being what the hell, and just being kind of blanking out in the moment, and then having time needing time to think about it or whatever. But the fact that especially because instantly the boyfriend was no, she's lying, she was drunk, immediately he runs to that. So who knows what he is saying to her now to convince her after it's been so much time, and just get into her head about being no, whatever, she's a liar, you haven't even been friends with her that long, you don't really truly know her, she's probably a psychopath, block her on everything so she never has to talk to you again. So there's something going on in there too. So no, you are not the asshole for saying something, and you're not so drunk you had to stay with them. You're not wrong for that. You had a good night that you got invited out to. You were having fun. There was a hotel there. Take advantage of it. No, let's see what other people said. ESH, interesting. That means everybody sucks here. Stop drinking so much, for God's sake. Have some self-respect. Me. He's been acting shady, and for this he is the asshole. Maybe for much, much more, but we can't be for sure. I believe that you have those memories, but we do not know if they are real or maybe a side effect of the alcohol. Your girlfriend is slightly the asshole because she immediately denied it instead of considering it might have happened and thus be enabling okay, I'm not reading that part, but I don't agree with this person. I don't think that this girl sucks here. I don't know, share a bed with my boyfriend and a girl I just met I don't know, not that long ago? Probably not. I would offer the floor. I'd be okay. But that's besides the point, honestly. That's fine. That's how she does it. So I don't know. But I don't think that she is the asshole at all for drinking and having a fun night. And she had a safe hotel room to go back to, so no. And TA, you were right to tell her. It sounds like she knows it's true but got defensive. He manipulated, and she convinced herself what he said was true because she loves him and doesn't want to break up. She will get there eventually. Yeah, that's what I think too. I feel so bad too because literally this girl is just being groped and just oh my god, man sucks here. Man is just beep, beep. And TA, sorry you lost your friend over, but she wasn't ready for that type of info about her boyfriend. Later on when he pulls the same stunt again, she'll remember this. Also, so sorry for no one should have to go through that. I agree. There's just words in here that I don't really want to say. It's a little harsh. And TA, not stupid, not wrong. You did exactly as you should have, but you can't control her actions. And sadly, people do stupid things when they're in love or when they have long term and they're comfortable. It is an unfortunate place for you as you suffer the biggest loss right now, but don't close the door. She may wake up and realize. But honestly, I also am all for the people that are not for you or not supposed to be in your life type of deal. Obviously, this is a crazy situation, but this just wasn't meant to be your friend, girly. AITI for refusing to clean our house. Let's see how this goes. My girlfriend and I live together. We had planned to do some activities on a Saturday morning, which required us to leave our house by 8:30 a.m. I'm the type of guy that can get ready in 15 minutes, but my girlfriend takes about 1.5 hours, which is taken up mostly by hair and makeup. She sets her alarm at 7 a.m. and I am a late sleeper, so I usually don't wake before 8 a.m. or on non-working days. I don't really see the point of getting ready so early for myself since I just need 15 minutes, so I stay in bed. She then proceeds to tell me to get up and start cleaning the house. I don't mind cleaning up, but I think we should both, I forgot this was a screen recording that I have. Pause that, oops. She then proceeds to tell me to get up and start cleaning the house. I don't mind cleaning up, but I think it should be we both be cleaning, and then we can get the day, then we can start getting ready, or vice versa. The issue here is that she doesn't give herself enough time to clean, only enough time to do her hair and makeup. So I'm expected to clean up the house by myself. I'm not saying I can't do anything at all around the house, but to do an hour's worth of chores in the morning by myself is a little too much. Girlfriend said that she needs to do her hair and makeup. It's a necessity, so it's only fair. How is it fair if she said she and other women have said that they do their makeup for themselves and nobody else? I might as well play video games or go to the gym since for myself too. This has happened to me more than once, and I'm hoping to get some different perspectives on this issue. Am I the a-hole for refusing to clean our house? For the context that I have and the story that was told, I'm gonna say that kind of maybe everybody sucks here. I'm gonna take that route for here because one, everybody knows how long each individual takes to get ready for whatever. So like that's your personal, you know, responsibility, I guess, to get up on time and enough time for you to do your things. It kind of seems like the story was short, so there might be like info missing, I don't know. But like, it wasn't agreed, it doesn't say that it was agreed upon like beforehand to like clean the house before they had their activities at 8:30 in the morning. If that were the case, then everybody just needs to set their alarm properly and enough time for everything to get done. If it was like talked about beforehand, like, all right, we're gonna clean the house before we leave, before 8:30 tomorrow. In that case, then like, everybody just needs to, you know, do their own adult promises, I guess. She kind of sucks for being like, it's only fair that I have all the time to do and get ready. Yeah, she deserves to get ready and look whatever, and like she can take as long as she wants, but again, she needs to set her time apart if she also like is just waking him up and just being like, you need to clean. Like that's how he told the story. So I don't know how, obviously, like I said, with this context that we have, like I don't think that's right to just like wake somebody up and be like, get up and clean right now. Like you need to clean, I'm getting ready. Like when you guys should have just kind of like mutually thought about, you know, what you had to do either the night before or whatever. Maybe there's just that communication in there again. But just because he only takes 15 minutes to get ready, like maybe, yeah, wake up obviously a little bit more. You seem like he was trying to sleep till he only had 15 minutes, so then he can only get ready. In that case, like he's also not considering time to clean beforehand. So I think, like I said, everybody just sucks here. So just hush your mouths. There weren't many comments on that one, so I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, all right. That actually was the last one. I clearly don't map out my videos ahead of time. So there we have it for AITA. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I love it. I actually, like I said, I love watching it, but recording myself and like reading it and thinking it all at the same time, like it takes a lot of brain power. I don't know how that makes me sound, but basically props to like Morgan on her podcast, because she does everything so like effortlessly and smoothly. I literally went to school and always did the, you know, like the news and the TV, and I took classes in college that were like for voiceovers and all this production and stuff like that. And I'm clearly very rusty when it comes to reading off of a screen. So I kind of enjoy like reading this type of stuff out loud to my videos, because like this is something that I've always enjoyed doing. And I don't know, I literally at one point thought I was gonna be like a news anchor and stuff like that. So I want to kind of maybe incorporate that more into my, you know, just my videos. I don't know, maybe I'll do a different Reddit thread. If you have recommendations, like comment down below, because you know I'm making this content for you guys but also for myself. So I want to see what you guys are, you know, what you guys like on Reddit, or even if it's not Reddit, maybe just different types of stories and I can react to them type of thing. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. So let me know down below and I will talk to you guys soon. XOXO, I appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye.